The search for the elderly German tourist Elaine McSorley continues this morning in Mkuze in KwaZulu-Natal. She is a 70-year-old woman. She was last seen on Friday while hiking with her husband, who says that he turned back halfway through the trek. In a puzzling development, then he reportedly left the area to continue the tour as the search for his wife went on. So we want to just understand the facts that are at our disposal this morning, and we're hoping Phila Mthembu, who is our reporter on the scene, will be able to shed more light. Phila, good morning. There's some conflicting narratives in the story, but the woman is missing this morning, and those search and rescue efforts continue to get underway. Just to update us on the operation and then take us into the story itself.
Absolutely, Iman. Good morning to you. So we are expecting for the search to begin for today in the next hour. As we had seen it happen yesterday, there were members of the K9 unit, the search and rescue. We saw a sniffer dog as well being a part of it, but also community members at large and CPF members joining in on the search. They have been a part of it since this particular tourist had been reported missing, but unfortunately, everywhere that they have looked so far, they have not been successful in terms of, really finding her. Iman, the only thing that we do know has been found is a map, a torn map, in fact, that is believed to have belonged to her, that she had taken with when she went on that hiking experience. An interesting, information that we have also found here on the ground as we have been tracking developments is that the husband had checked out about really 2 days ago from an accommodation that they had booked into to stay, and he was here with also another group of tourists. So when he had checked out from that accommodation, we do know that the accommodation had actually alerted the police, as they also, found it confusing. How can he leave when his wife has not been found? And we can indeed ascertain that we did not see him be a part of the search yesterday. Still have not heard from him, no sight of him even today, Iman, and it's really raises questions when you look at it at a broader perspective. But we do know that the search is going to indeed continue. And of course, the information that we had been told, they had gone for hiking together. And then halfway through, the husband says when he was, asked questions about his wife's disappearance, he said that he had taken a turn halfway through to go and fetch his hat and then proceed with the hike alongside his wife. But then conflicting statements, Iman, from the people that we had asked if after collecting that hat, did he immediately return back for that hiking experience? From the CPF members that we spoke to, who had also been in conversation with the people from the accommodation, they had said that he had actually waited for quite some time. It's as if he had asked how long does the hiking experience would actually take, and when he was given the estimated time, he then waited until that time was actually over, and that's when he actually spoke out about his wife not returning back, and then the search did start. We do know that the search had been going on for quite a number of days, Iman. In some instances, it had been a challenging one due to severe weather. We had been told there had been heavy rain in this part of KwaZulu-Natal, which had incredibly affected this particular search, Iman. And from that conversation that we had with the CPF members, really taking us through their experience and saying that although they do not know where she is, but they have not lost the hope, Iman. We did speak to Bongani Matenjwa, who is the Mkuze CPF chairperson. Let's listen in.
Asinazi isiqiniseko ukuthi kupho kwenzekile, so kungenzeka ukuthi usekhona, yingakho singalahlile ithemba sicinga. Uzokhumbula ke emsakazo ukuthi thina siqala ukucinga ngalo usuku alahleka ngalo. As soon as nje bebika ipolice station yethu Mkuze yenza isiqiniseko ukuthi iyangithinta, sasukuma ngaleso sikhathi okuhlanganisa nokhansela weward ubaba uDlamini namanye amalunga omphakathi akhona ikakhulukazi akhele uMkhuze abayingxenye yokucinga kusukela ngaleso sikhathi kuze kube manje kusukela ngo8 ngomgqibelo ntambama kwaze kwacishe kwayokusa impela kucinga kwavuka futhi ekseni ngesonto saqhubeka sacinga noma ke siphazanyiswa imvula kulezi izinsuku ezedlule kodwa akasidike balanga ingakho nje umuntu ethu eseqhuka amabhozi nani ukuze siqhubeke nokucinga.
And certainly some valiant efforts being put up there by the local community and law enforcement, Phila, to try and locate the woman, hopefully alive. Just tell us a little bit more about Mkuze. I mean, it's quite a massive stretch of land. I think you've described that a little bit already. But there are also animals that are prolific in the park. I think there's elephant, giraffe, there's buffalo, there's rhino. But there are also crocodiles, leopard, I think hyenas as well. So I'm not sure whether those are in protected areas. One would imagine that they are, because otherwise there'd be warnings about the trail itself. Given, however, that's on the one side, Phila, there's still a lot of questions, I think, that the husband has to answer.
Indeed, Iman. So when we do take a look at the wild that you have actually just mentioned now, we do know that those kind of animals are in surrounding areas. And when we drove here yesterday in the morning, we actually saw some baboons out on the road as well. But as far as, animals such as the lions, elephants, crocodiles go, by the look of where we are, it seems as if it is a protected area. Basically, where we are, Iman, it's just a couple of meters from the accommodation that they had booked into. It is a scenery where you can see green as well as those brown branches of the trees, but very peaceful, quiet. You can literally just hear the birds chirping, soothing sounds, Iman, that one would appreciate in the morning. But as far as the husband goes, indeed, it raises questions, but we are still trying to really ascertain, Iman, if although he has now moved out of this location, the accommodation, is he even still around KwaZulu-Natal? Is he even still here in this country? It is information that we are still trying to ascertain as the search continues, because at this point, one would assume that it is quite pivotal for him to be around, as his wife has still not been found at this point. Although we are not obviously creating any sort of impression, if there was communication, it would be also challenging for authorities to really hear from, get that sort of information if the husband is not around to essentially communicate it. But the search is still continuing, Iman. It's expected to start at around 9 o'clock this morning.